Welcome back to our HDR video presentation, part 3. Remember what HDR video was from the first two videos? We also want to recap about the HDR workflow, where you have a lot of data that needs to be compressed, but you also need an HDR video display.
And so what we've been doing at WMG is working on compression technology, which allows us to make this manageable. So you can actually move data around, move this HDR data around on existing infrastructure, which you can't do without this compression. Final stage of the pipeline. This is the HDR displays. And what we have on over there is a standard LCD, top-of-the-range LCD monitor.
And you cannot see the detail in the clouds.
And behind me here, we have a high dynamic range monitor,
where you can see the detail in the clouds.
And the difference between the two is that a high dynamic range monitor is not just an LCD panel, but behind it is an LED panel. And it's a projection of the LED panels through the LCD, which is giving you this extra information, extra lighting. On the LCD, you get a lot of information, but you still lose information, particularly in the clouds. And you can see here, we have all the information captured, the real-world lighting, which your eye would see, whereas on the LCD version, you simply can't get that.
So what do we do with the HDR video? Luckily, there are many applications that HDR video can be used for, such as in medical surgeries.
It could also have an application for security footage, so you can see who's hiding in the shadows waiting to stab this guy.
Or you can record the lighting information and apply it to computer-generated graphics like this car, or like the next Lord of the Rings series, or like Star Trek, or like something else.
Or if you like to watch artsy films or ride BMX bikes on cloudy days.
Plus, it could also be used to film sports events so you can see them in HDR quality.
So in conclusion, the HDR video camera has many positive attributes, such as reduced processing time, colors and shading displays that have real-world clarity, and increased image quality.
But still needs more development before it can be commercialized, really, mostly because of the huge amount of data that comes out of the camera and still has to be compressed, and there aren't a wide selection of HDR monitors quite yet.
With HDR video recording, it's always a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Can give you a good feeling. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new. And I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day such a special day. You know how? By just your being you. There's only one person in the whole world like you, and people can like you exactly as you are.